Cool, that was awesome, I think. The first thing I'm going to do is probably the most important lesson anyone will ever learn in their entire life, which is to say, you never do anything on your own. The only reason I'm standing on this stage today, and probably it shouldn't just be me standing on my stage today, is because I have worked with the most amazing people in the world. Starting with my art director, wherever she is. Shershel, where are you? Hey, there she is. Michelle has been with Percolate for 3.5 years now. She knew what she was doing when we didn't know what we were doing. She's been amazing. She did art direction on that film, and I can't begin to express my words for Shershel. The other is another Venus student who's actually our freaking intern, Gazella Bianca, who isn't here today. She did a lot of the animations and transitions in the video. And then I'll just run down the list. My wife and partner Samantha, Teresa, our chief copywriter, Rima, our design intern, Soham, our tech intern, Maggie, who never says anything but is just an amazing human being, Dea, who I can't find anywhere in the crowd, Sup, Dad? And then, last but not least, my adopted son, Jody. Jody, you're a wonderful person. Okay, so now that I've wasted all of your time with that, my name is Ryan Jackson. I am creative officer for Percolate Galactic. We are a creative services lab that works out of Jakarta, Indonesia. We've been together for 4 years now. We represent companies like Nike from the United States and the Ismaya Group. We represented Wrench Market. We've done all sorts of fun and wonderful stuff. And I suppose the thing that I really want to talk to you about today is that nothing I say that's about my life or what I've done is really going to be important to you, because everything about your life is going to change and be different. So, the reason I started with the durian is the perfect metaphor for what your life is going to be like. Everything that you think that you know, everything that you think that is going to happen to you when you're 18 will be different at 22. It will be even more different when you're 26. When you're 32, nothing will be the same, which is kind of how I've ended up here in this room with you. The only thing I can say is that you need to be prepared for the future, because the future is going to be wonderful. It's going to be insane. And you can either deal with it by being frightened by it, or you can deal with it by absolutely loving it. So the first thing you have to do is think about the world as it is today. And think about how it was 5 years ago. Think about the fact that we have companies that are trying to go to Mars. Think about the fact that every year your hand phone, hold on. This hand phone, this glass shiny thing right here in my hand, is more powerful than any computer I had growing up. Anything you could ever want to know about the entire world is right here in your hand. Every video, every book, everything that you could ever want is right here. And so all these things are happening. So the only thing I can tell you about what you're going to have to do in the future is be ready for whatever changes come next. And what that's going to mean is being a durian. When you think of apples, you think of apples because they're boring. They're wonderful, but they're absolutely boring. Every time you eat an apple, it's the same experience you've ever had. And every person strives to kind of be like an apple. They go to their job interviews and they write their CVs, and what they do is they try to blend in. They try to be just a little bit better and a little bit different than everyone else, but really they want to be part of that crowd, and you can't. The one thing you have to know about your life is the world is changing so fast, and it's going to change even faster, and the thing you can't be is the same as everyone else. When you think of all of these changes, when you think about the fact that we have iPhones and we have rockets, and we have all these things, do you really want to, you're all design students for the most part, design, communications, that sort of thing, yes? Yes. Okay, do you really want to be the last person in the world who learned to write SEO? Do you really want to be the graphic designer who at 22 went, yes, I'm going to make banner ads? You have to think about the fact that the world is going to change. It's going to change faster and faster and faster. And the only thing you can do is kind of embrace it and come up with bigger ideas. I make the joke that everyone wants to create a new app for rating restaurants. Does anyone actually need an app that rates restaurants? Wouldn't you rather be the person who builds apps that, well, freaking forget apps. Wouldn't you rather design the rockets? Wouldn't you rather be the person who is taking us to Mars? Wouldn't you rather be the person who is giving electric cars to the world? There is so much potential for what we can do with your life, and all you have to do is just kind of be open to it. But the biggest thing you'll ever learn is just think about bigger things, be bigger people. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, so I would just like to close with the words of my absolute favorite. 10 minutes? Oh crap, I'm already there. Cool! I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Okay, close with the words of my absolute favorite author, Warren Ellis. The closing lines of his book Planetary was, "It's a strange world, let's keep it that way." So that's what we have to do. It's a strange world, and we need to keep it a strange world. Thank you everyone for listening to me.